Hello, welcome back to Top Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Jay Palton. I'm here to talk about Everton's excellent 1-0 win away at Nottingham Forest. A ground I don't think I've ever seen Everton win at, or I think they were in the Premier League the last time before the current time they're in the league, but also we drew there last season. I think that was the year I was born, I think. So if we did, I don't know what the score would have been that season, but I certainly don't remember it anyway. So nice to get an away win at a ground I haven't seen before, but more importantly, or far more importantly, should I say, is Everton just getting 3 points. And on a weekend where Sheffield have been stuffed, albeit by another team down there, Luton have lost a game I thought they could have got something out of in terms of before the match and what have you. I'm just so made up that Everton have come out of this weekend and just you're feeling the hope come back again. And I never lost hope, but I think after last week and the other teams winning, that's when you start to think this is going to be a bit tougher than I think other people have kind of made it out to be. The media are all saying it's the season to take this deduction and Everton should be fine anyway, and all this. And it's like I do get it. I get the train of thought, but it's never good. There's no good season to lose 10 points when you're a team like Everton. Obviously, if City or Chelsea, they lose 10 points a season. Maybe not Chelsea, to be fair, but certainly City, if they lose 10 points, all right, whatever, move on, forget about it. It's all done with now. Everton can't do that, so I've kind of been a bit sceptical with that. And yeah, we're at a point now where we've got our first win after it. We've got that monkey off our back as far as I'm concerned. It's still going to be there every week, but each week that we get a result and each game that goes by, you start to not forget about it, obviously, but you start to, it's not the first thing on your mind when it comes to Everton anymore. And that'll be the same for players, fans, pundits, coaches, everyone. If you get to a point where you stop thinking about it, and then who knows, maybe we do get some of the points back or all the points back, or maybe we lose even more, who knows. But yeah, excellent. Anyway, this is my player range review. I'm rambling on a bit there because I say I'm just so pleased, because I think I was watching the game and I was thinking, whatever, I've seen the worst of Everton now. It's like you try and not let it get to you every weekend, because you work hard for your weekend and then you're watching the game, you're like, you don't need this, and then as soon as they score, the outpouring of just emotion, and when you win, it's just, yeah, no feeling beats it. Anyway, Jordan Pickford in goal, give them an 8. Made one very, very good save, one good save from Murillo. I said a very good save from Alanga, I think, who didn't have his best game today, I don't think. But Pickford, clean sheet. I always say, if you keep a clean sheet, you're probably going to get at least a 7, or you should do anyway. And if you help maintain that as much as he did tonight, then yeah, I think going a bit further than that is always good. He had one crap throw out. I didn't even see the replay of it, and didn't see it in normal time either, but that put us under some pressure. But we dealt with that, and if that's the extent of Jordan Pickford's errors these days, then he's come a long way from where he was at the start of Carlo Ancelotti's time at the club, sort of period anyway, in the following season. But yeah, really good again today. Pleased getting these clean sheets. Going to get a bit more recognition now for how good he's been. And yeah, what a top keeper as far as I'm concerned. Right back, Ashley Young, come under loads of scrutiny this week, rightly so. I think he's been, we're going to talk about it a bit more, I think, at some point, but he's been really poor since he's come to Everton. And today I thought he did well. I think if that was Seamus Coleman or Patson or Godfrey or whoever was playing right back, I'd say, yeah, that was a really solid shift. And I thought Ashley Young did well. Didn't get booked, which is a rarity, because he's already one booking off a suspension and he's already been suspended for a game. So I don't know if that's going to be 2, or I think it'd still just be 1 game suspension when it does happen, because he will get booked again for in the next 6-7 games, whatever it is, I'm sure. But did well today. Worried about him against Alanga, and yeah, really pleased he did well then, and hope that's just kind of his standard now, but we'll see. Give him a 7.5. Tarkowski next, and James Tarkowski, top draw again. I've seen someone tweet before saying getting him on a free is the best signing Everton have made since Lukaku. And okay, I can't think of every signing since then. I think the man next to him, Jared Brandtford, will have something to say about that as well, but he's up there. He's absolutely up there. He's not missed a game, I don't think, since he's come in the Premier League anyway. I remember writing about him before we signed him, and I said I think he'd missed 6 games in the 7 or 8 years before he signed for us, something ridiculous like that. And I think he had COVID for one of them, or he had the flu or something that's just, that can happen to anyone kind of thing, not an injury. And yeah, he headed everything away today, getting up in the referee's face when their centre off somehow wasn't sent off. He's getting the lads in line. He's always in the right position. I think he's really good, to be honest with you. Don't think he should be like playing for England or anything like that. I don't think he'd suit that sort of style of play. But I think he'll go down as like a Phil Jagielka kind of body on the line, heads everything. Not the quickest. Obviously, Jags was a bit quicker than him, I'd say, obviously, but not the quickest. But he makes up for it because he's well positioned. And yeah, I really like him. I think he's a good Everton captain or vice captain. But yeah, excellent today. Then next to him, that's a 9, sorry, for Tarkowski. Next to him, Jared Branthwaite, 8.5 have given him. I think they were pretty similar. I just felt Tarkowski, the ball fell to him a bit more often. But Branthwaite is just a Rolls Royce centre-back. He's top drawer. He'll play for England. He'll leave us at some point, unfortunately, but maybe that doesn't need that to be next summer. We'll see what happens. But yeah, super pleased for him again. And another game where he's not been booked, so he's also not going to get suspended for the next game. But as I say, I'm sure that will come eventually. But yeah, really pleased. He's been an absolute revelation for Everton this season. Speaking of revelations, Vitaly Mykolenko, not as good as he has been recently, but I thought he had another good game today. Giving him the same as Young, giving him a 7.5. I just thought he made a good tackle on Alanga. Don't know how that was a corner, but whatever. He made a good challenge there. He got up and down the pitch. He's looking a bit more of a threat in the opposition box, scoring, getting balls, and you think he could get an assist at times. Yeah, I thought he was good today, or tonight, should I say, Vitaly Mykolenko. And yeah, he's one of the players this season, and there's a few, to be fair, who've really, really stepped up, and I'm really pleased it's him. So good stuff there in the centre. Just again, giving him a 7.5. Again, I thought he was good. Not absolutely incredible, but I thought he played in a role where he got up and down. He's winning tackles, getting the ball in the edge of their area. He's making things happen, or trying to make things happen. And up against like Sangare and Mangala, who are big units of central midfield players, I thought he managed them quite well, and he had a good game. Next to him was my man of the match, James Garner, giving him a 9. I thought he was absolutely brilliant today for Everton. And first half, I thought he was quite good, but second half, he just ran the show. Like, you see when Pickford throws that ball out, he's straight on him, shouting at him, and picks the ball up in the centre right at the end of the game, plays Chimiti for him. But before he played him through, I think he was waving off like Mykolenko or Garner or someone who's in a better position to receive the ball, but he's like, no, it's my ball, I want it, I want to keep things ticking over. Runs through 2 or 3 Forest players and plays Chimiti through, and didn't come off in the end. But yeah, that's a kid who's up for the fight, absolutely. And it's not about him shouting at Pickford, but it was more the fact that he made an excellent block just beforehand. And yeah, I think he's another one who's really, really stepped up this year. Super pleased for him, and yeah, hopefully he just keeps doing what he's doing, because he's playing excellent football at the minute for Everton. And then next up, we've got Jack Harrison. Another game, another assist for Jack Harrison. I think that's 4 now since he's come to Everton, which is good, to be fair. To be honest, I think his assist numbers don't quite reflect the level of performance. I think he's got 5 goal involvements already, which is really good, and I'm not begrudging him for that. But I've not felt like he's put in a particularly great shift in a few of the games he's played. He's been a bit anonymous out there, but I thought he was better today. Did well off the right there. I say the cross is like, it's not meant for McNeil, but he's put it in the right area. He's put it in a good area, and he's putting it into a space where moments of chaos can happen. And Sean Dyche, when he was at Burnley, now Everton, he's always thrived, or his teams have always thrived off moments of chaos, and I think we saw that again tonight with his ball. And I thought he put in a good shift off the ball out of possession as well. So giving him a 7.5. On the left, right, McNeil, I mean, talk about players who I don't think have been particularly great this season, I've had games where he's not really done much. Dwight McNeil hasn't really done anything since he's come back from injury. Top scorer last season, got high standards for him, and I know the manager obviously will do as well, but I thought he was really good tonight. Should have scored, unlucky really, hits the defender on the line and hits the post. And goes out for a throw-in as well. I think just can't even get a corner out of it, do you know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous, but what a goal. Really, really good strike for McNeil. We know he can do it on his left foot. He's as good as anybody in this league on that left side. And yeah, and the fact as well, if it's a little bit lower, it probably hits top low and goes up because of the power on it as well. But nah, always rising. And that's not there. It goes out into the Trent River. So yeah, really, really good stuff. And yeah, I've really pleased with McNeil tonight. Big shift, great goal, and he's another one who, I don't think he's put in that kind of effort, and he hasn't had the quality on the ball as much this season. I think the injuries obviously affected him, but tonight I thought he rewrote some wrongs from this season. Yeah, really good to get him an 8.5. Decore, my mate, a Liverpool fan, he texted me during the game saying Decore is just the maddest footballer, because like he can do a great touch like he did for the McNeil chance, but then he plays a pass which was only a couple of yards over hit, but that was the easy bit, you know what I mean? And he has time in the second half, he's controlling the ball, he's rolling people, he looks like a really kind of sort of like bit of a maestro of a football, but then other times he can't pass the ball 10 yards, and it's a bit frustrating. But I thought he was good tonight. I thought he was very lucky not to give away a penalty, and I'm sure they'll be saying that to him, because if that was the other way around, I'd definitely want a penalty. Unlike last week's where Martial goes down, where I wasn't convinced, this one I think we really got away with that, to be fair. No issue for me. Everton get away with penalties. I've not had that too much in my life, so yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, I thought Decore was good tonight. Worked his socks off as always. Thought he linked all right with Beto, not unbelievable. They've only just started playing together, so we'll see if that can develop. And I think not having that physical presence behind him with Onana meant he had to do a little bit more, but no, I thought he was good, and I've given him an 8. And then Beto up front, and not a good night for him, unfortunately. A couple of nice flick-ons, and I'll come back onto that in a second. A couple of nice flick-ons, a couple of nice bits of interplay linking up, but I'd say it was about balanced out by a lot of crap things he did. Again, struggling with 5-10 yard passes is not a good look when you're trying to make an impression on a team, and the fella you've replaced is going to be back next week, hopefully. And you've got another lad on the bench, 2 lads on the bench really, Dan Juma as well, who can and I'm sure will replace you if you're not, providing the goods. So yeah, bit of a shame. I thought after we scored, I thought he was better. He rolled Felipe, should have got him sent off. A couple of nice bits of link up with Decore, say the odd flick on, getting the ball going past people in terms of back to goal and say rolling them, as I say. But yeah, overall not good, and I've given him a 5. But there's no point writing him off. All I'd say is he wasn't very good tonight. He's played like 6 or 7 games. There's absolutely no need for anyone to go overboard on him. He's snatching the chances. He really wants to make an impression. I feel you can tell that. Didn't do tonight. Whatever. Move on to the next game. We won. Who cares? Let's hope he gets a goal next time out. And then Schmidt off the bench. I mean, I just give him a 6. He put himself about a little bit. Really touched the ball, really. So yeah. But as I say before, excellent win for Everton. Really pleased with that. And yeah, let's hope we can push on now. We've got a massive game against Newcastle next week, which will be really tricky, but they've got a lot of injuries, they've got a lot of issues as well, so let's see what happens. It's always a feisty one, isn't it? So let me know your thoughts on the ratings down below. Who did you like? Who do you think could have done better? And we'll see you next time. Nice one.